It's very windy outside right now. I don't know how worth it is to try and like film outside because like I don't even know if anyone would hear me. I look every bit of the end of the day. My current read. Classic. And I should try and set the camera up a bit better. Here's some first impressions. This novel is kind of weirder than I thought with the cultural phenomenon and like, you know, all the movies, the Lana Del Rey of it all. Like what is invoked when you think of Lolita. I feel like obviously everyone is stuck on like the titillating like subject matter. I'm finding the novel less spicy even. So one of my like initial impressions as I was reading, there's a humorous like undercurrent to the fact that he chooses to use like euphemisms and the funniest like euphemisms, and it sort of makes this seedy protagonist even more like pathetic in the way the descriptions are like sensorially, like he's a beg. It has that like undercurrent which makes the novel like incredibly like humorous. I also had some other like, I guess you could say like reactions to the literary phenomenon, cultural phenomenon that is Lolita. I feel like it's like very underread for a novel that's like really famous and like very, oh my god, there's something here, misrepresented too. Which then I was like, am I going the route of like, in my initial reading, I'm like taking this corrective defensive lens that nobody asked me to do. The form is weird and it is like literary, but he like uses so many like French phrases, which is how we get the sense that Humbert is like this European like figure, even though the novel is very American. In the first couple of chapters there's a lot of like playful teasing, like foreshadowing. It's like Humbert like talking about his life and his predilections. It's like dropping this little tiny hint of like the sort of person he becomes, but in this very like playful teasing manner. And I think the euphemisms add to the grossness because it's not explicit. Like you know what is being referenced and it makes you feel gross that you know like what he's talking about. I generally like find the novel really, I mean obviously entertaining, but also it's such a summer novel. Basically this entry is going to be like all over the place because I haven't been like chronologically recording my thoughts, but I just wanted to get like first impressions out of the way. But like so far as I'm reading like the second part, we're also embarking on like a road trip novel, which is like, again, like a classic American like sensibility. Yeah, not right now. Sometimes I get so deeply involved, I just have to feel like, La nouvelle entrée, les nouvelles journées, une très belle journée, mais c'est plus normal. The conceit of this novel is that Humbert is currently imprisoned or in some sort of like solitary situation, and he's writing this memoir and he's sort of recollecting this period in his life, this unsavory aspect of his personality, this relationship that he's had. And I mean, it's a good device that works because, you know, you kind of have you know what's going to happen. It's not a novel that's like, that's not where the suspense is. And then of course we get to chapter 10 and then he meets Dolores or Dolly or Lo or Lolita, 12-year-old girl with many names. Apareceu. So this camera like is literally strictly video.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi, so I'm meeting my sister. My name is Mfonso. Nice to meet you all. Okay, I'll be
So I try to help you. I'm like, let me just. You have tilapia, yellowtail snapper.
Yeah, and I think I just figured that because I'm like, oh, he's older, it's fine.
I need this camera. Ready? 3, 2, and I'm gonna get a. What?
This is not elementary school.
Alright, look at this camera here. The camera here. Here.
Oh, right there. Okay, yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I just like it good.
It's your daily dose of caffeine, man. A movie I've seen or somebody brings up a movie like for that. I have to think, did I watch it on TikTok or did I actually like sit and watch it in front of the screen? For how many years?
I feel like every time I'm back, it's like this like slight changes, but like ultimately it's like the same.
Like, I don't want to. It's great.
It's like at the end of your proposal. And what you said that the Lolita is at the end of your proposal.
Bye! That he kind of the one influencing us.